Hey guys, Joshua here at saltyscales.com. What I'm doing today, I've been receiving some requests to actually show you my boat, my Hewes Redfisher. So I'm going to take a time here to do a short little review, show you some of the specifications and inside the boat, so that way you can get an idea of what the Hewes Redfisher is all about. In my opinion, it's one of the Cadillacs of flats boats, next to the Mavericks, Hell's Bay. Drafts super shallow. It has enough storage. Stability is, I feel completely secure when I'm on the boat, with up to 3 people on it. It's rated for 4 or 550 pounds, but I'll get more into that and show you all the specifications on the plate in just a second. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so this Hewes Redfisher was actually built in 2007. It's approximately 16 foot 5 inches in length, with the beam at 7 foot 2 inches in length. It holds approximately 1,205 pounds at dry weight for its max and offers extreme performance. A couple of the features that I absolutely love are the Lenco trim tabs. You can see them here. With the simple adjustment of the toggle switch, you can prevent porpoising or adjust and allocate weight appropriately depending on how the weight has been distributed on the boat. So if I want the port side to raise or lower, or the starboard side, I can easily adjust the trim tabs to do that. I also have the motor guide, Great White, 82 pound thrust, 24 volt. Now that thing, when you hit the power switch and turn it on full gear, it really moves this little boat, and I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. It really pushes the boat around. I recently just added these new custom wheels to the boat, just gives it that extra flair, and I don't know, gives it a neat little touch. I like it. I like for the Redfisher to look good. It's more cosmetic than anything, but you know, it is what it is. Also upgraded the tires to the Goodyear Marathons. They've been pretty good. I had them on previously, so I haven't had any trouble with them, so I decided I'd go back with those. But this boat is equipped with the 4-stroke Yamaha 90 horsepower fuel injection. Top speed right now with the prop that I have on it, which is the 4-blade, it's approximately, with one person, about 36 miles per hour. With a full boat load, I could get about 28 miles per hour. So that particular prop is made more for jumping up on a plane. It's not built for speed, but that's what I wanted to do. Plus, it helps me jump up on a plane a little easier in shallow water. So it's really good for, in that sense. Back to the motor though, it's fuel injection, and it purrs. I mean, this little motor has not given me any issues, knock on wood, and I have nothing but good things to say. Yamaha brand and product in general is a great product. So it really is a great motor. It's a little on the heavy side. These boats are actually known for squatting, and with this heavier motor on here, it definitely squats, but they naturally sit low on the back end of the stern here. So that's just something you have to get used to if you're not used to seeing the water a few inches from, coming over the back of the boat here. But I also have it, the Lowrance HDS system's been okay for me. I've actually had a couple issues with it, but the store where I bought it from, which was James at West Marine and Brandon off of 60, every issue that I've had with it, he's been quick to correct it and replace the parts that I needed replacing. So no bad issues there. I also wanted to mention that the steering is great. The steering is all hydraulic. I have a Baystar hydraulic steering on here. It's been excellent. It allows for smooth and functional steering, so that way there's no struggle. It's not cable. I actually put these rod holders on I ordered them from the manufacturer. They come on the new Redfishers and also the Mavericks, but I decided to go ahead and swap out the plastic ones just to give it that better look. And what I like about these, one of the main reasons for swapping them out, is because my reels were getting damaged, especially my sustains and things when I'd put them in here, and they had these little rubber pieces, so they protect the reel. Let me go ahead and jump in here, show you around a bit. The boat, for a small boat, has great storage. As you can see, there's 3 rod holders here. There's 3 rod holders here. Up underneath the gunnel, they have PVC rod holders. As you can see there, I can hold a total of 4 under here and a 4 under here. So 8 total underneath. That's very convenient. This seat here, now one thing you're going to love about the Redfisher is the wide open space in the deck. Very few things to snag on, and it's convenient, especially for casting purposes. You don't have to struggle with a T-top, things in that nature. But the seat pops right up, conveniently sits 3, 4 if you have to, and when you're done, pop it right back on. Just like so. Now it also comes with a release well, which is a large release well. I love using this. I use it on a regular basis for my redfish. And here, the live well is a fairly large live well for this size boat. It does the job just fine. I have no complaints. I have enough to where I could throw in there and actually throw out the chummies, which is, you know, a handful of fish here and there. And it keeps my shrimp and my greenbacks, both red fins and horse minnows, alive pretty much throughout the whole day, except for when it's real hot. Sometimes it gets overcrowded and I actually have to release some of the bait to keep them alive. But overall, very functional, and it's worked perfectly. Now in this particular hatch, this is my battery box. You can see here, there's the fuel filter here. Then here's the power switch and the battery. Now down in here, that's where you would go to maintenance the bilge or clean out your filters for your aerators. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but you just go in here, turn it. It's seal proof, watertight of course, and you can get right in there. It's not very clean, but I try to keep it clean. You can get in there and maintenance your things if you have to. Like I said, tight fit, but it works. Now you also have your gauges here, and you got your horn, your nav, your bilge, live well 1, live well 2. Here's your trim tag, and this is your lanyard for emergency purposes. You hook that to you. Of course, if you fall off the boat, it'll disengage the motor. It's got the Yamaha gauges. They've been very well. They don't really fog up. They keep clean. And under here is your storage. So I actually put a lot of things under here, and also my charger. So you can put your dry box in there. Anything that you need that is of value, that pretty much keeps it dry. Underneath here I keep the trolling motor batteries and the charger, so they're pretty much out of the way, and it pushes the weight up towards the front of the boat. Like I mentioned before, the boat squats, so having that extra weight up at the front really helps prevent the boat from squatting any further, and it helps it get on a plane a little easier. I got the cup holders here, the suction cup holders. They're from Sea Sucker. They're actually pretty strong. You know, I always was skeptical about all the things that they had advertised, but when I got them, actually my wife got them for me for Christmas, and I use them on a regular basis. So, and I was really hesitant about putting this little cheap cup holder on here that I got from West Marine. But I'll tell you, this thing has been perfect. For like $5, it has lasted, it hasn't broke, and I use this all the time. Okay, and going up front here, now this is going to be dirty. No matter how hard I try to keep this clean, it just stays dirty. But this is the anchor area. So when I do use the anchor, when I'm grouper fishing or snapper fishing, I throw, it comes right down into here, and this runs right back through to the bilge, so any extra water goes right down to the bilge. Now, this is where your largest storage area is, and I keep pretty much most of my tackle, my PFDs, obviously my, my throwable flotation devices and things in that nature, because it does hold, it does have the most area to store things. So that's where I put my tackle, obviously my chum bat. So it's really good. I kind of rigged this on here. The new ones have them, the hydraulic little helper here, and that really helps, when I want to keep that open, because a lot of times it'd want to fall when I was out in the water, and it can actually hurt when it hits you. So that only cost me $20, and I rigged it, or I installed it, and it's been perfect. So I highly recommend, if you don't have the hydraulic thing there, I'd put it on. I also want to mention that we changed out underneath here the Hewes carpets that were once here. We changed those out to C-deck, and I actually like it. I thought it would be a little tougher to keep clean, or I thought it would stain and mark up real easy, but that actually hasn't been the case. My carpet, on the other hand, faded, and it looked, it didn't look too appealing, and it was starting to just come off. So I decided, I asked my wife again for Christmas, and she got me these, so I'm very thankful for that. And it was simple to install. All I had to do is remove these brackets for the rod holders, and it comes on like as you peel back the tape, almost like a 3M type substance. You stick it on and remount your rod holders, and it's good to go. It's simple installation. Also, a buddy of mine, he got me these one time for my birthday. I know, my friends and family take care of me. But he got me these post lights, which they are awesome. In the dark or early in the morning, later in the evening, and you're pulling the trailer, you're backing up, to put your boat in. These little guideposts are great. They allow you to see everything clear as day, so that way you know if you're oversteering, understeering, and it helps you just to push the boat right where it needs to go. So these were about $100, I think, and they were a great addition to the trailer. The trailer is a great trailer also. As you can see here, it's made by Ameritrail in St. Cloud, Florida. It's an aluminum trailer, so very little oxidation. Maybe someone, little steel plates and things in that nature. But it really has been a great trailer. And what I like about it, one of the awesome features, is due to the fact that my garage is, I think, just at 22 feet. I have this swing away tongue. I just pull the pin, pull the other pin here, and the tongue collapses in, allowing me literally half an inch to close the garage. So it was a perfect fit, and without it I wouldn't be able to store it in my garage, so I'd have to pay to store it somewhere. Overall, guys, this boat, it's a very good boat. They hold their value. If you're looking at getting a smaller boat that fishes big, this is the boat that I highly recommend. With this boat, you see that there's a V-hole. So the V-hole is actually perfect for cutting chop. So when you're out there, not only will she run and draft in 10 inches of water, if you get into the bay and there's a good chop, this will actually cut through the waves really well. And that's what I wanted when I was considering my purchase for the boat. I was trying to determine, hey, do I want a flat bottom boat where I'm just going to run the backwater, or do I want something that I can run out and fish for grouper if I absolutely wanted to? And this boat has allowed me to do that. So I hope I've answered all of your questions. If you have any concerns or questions, please post on the YouTube page or go to saltyscales.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that I missed. But overall, like I said, if you're looking for a boat, this is a great boat for the backcountry and inshore fishing. All right, guys, we'll see you on the water.